This is a stunning camera. It's a bit of a hybrid, aimed at studios, live productions and everything from film to television and documentary work. This is one heavyweight unit with a couple of V-locks strapped to the back. It came in at a modest 6 kilos. So unless you're used to carrying a professional full-sized ENG camera, you'd best get to the gym. The Ursa Mini Pro covers all the bases you can think of. A stunning range of codecs, RAW options including 60 frames per second at 4.6K. You'd better have a super fast CFast card though. You can change down to a mere 2K and get 120 frames per second. In the field, a test drive can present some interesting issues with a camera as capable but then as complicated as this one. I chose ProRes 422 as a simple starting point, or so I thought. I got the pictures home and they were at first glance dreadful and unusable. But I had made a simple newbie error. I had selected film by mistake, and this creates the flat shot that gets the full 15 stops of dynamic range, which is awesome, but also means you're going into the grading shop for everything you shoot. And there's a reason why Blackmagic provide DaVinci Resolve free with this camera. The test unit was kindly supplied with a V-lock battery mount, making fueling an easy task. Also on trial were the shoulder mount and viewfinder. And both of these are obvious add-ons if you're heading out into the field, which is usually where you'll find me. The viewfinder is fabulous, and so it should be at $2,200, and the shoulder kit is no slouch either, coming at a modest $1,200. It's a brick. A solid lump of nearly indestructible metal and electronics. There seems to be an unemployed generation of camera designers now, and not just at Blackmagic. They're all bricks these days. So the brick needs a lot of add-ons, but at least you get to choose what they are and where they come from. There's an assumption here that you know what you're doing, and you know what your needs are, and how to get the parts that'll make it all happen for you. In operation, it ticks some boxes and misses some others. Very high quality switches and knobs in abundance. Everything is agricultural in strength and feels unbreakable. The shutter is a switch mechanism, and the iris, when assigned, is a small wheel. The ISO setting is also a small switch, but that's less of a concern. That's a trade-off from the camera's primary role as a fixed production camera. I do like the 4-stop rotating ND filters, so it's fast and easy to roll through. Oddly, the actual record button is on the lower left side, and that's the oddest position I've ever seen a record button on a camera that is expected to be used in the field. If you do have the shoulder mount on though, it's conventionally on top of the grip where you'd expect it to be. The flip-out LCD screen is great, nice and clear, and all the menu screens are easy to see and navigate around. They will take a bit of getting used to, and I did have to go to the interweb looking for a couple of simple things, but that's more about me really. For the test shoot, I used my lovely Sigma Art 24-105 EF mount lens and loved the results. Like there would ever be a question on the quality of images coming from a camera like this. The slow motion capability at 60 frames per second is really neat. The status display on the camera's side is very good, easy to read and interpret even in the brightest daylight. Like all good modern tech, this beast can Bluetooth. This gives you full remote control of the camera, including the menu settings. The pixel count can be a whopping 4,608 by 2,592, but of course you can tone it down to whatever your project requires. On the audio side, there's a lovely built-in mic and the required 2 XLR inputs with 48V phantom power. The levels are controlled by the wheels on the outside of the LCD screen store or on a menu slider control. And this is no low-budget camera. The Mini Ursa Pro starts at around $9,500 just for the basic brick. Add all the bits you need, you're up around the $14,000 mark. You could shave off a few grand by going for the basic 4K model, and what you're still getting is a movie industry standard incredibly capable camera, which in reality is exceptionally good value for money. Now I just need to find the money.